Once there was a man named Haria. He lived in a small town with his wife and 2 children. Haria was a hard-working man. He tried many small businesses to earn money and take care of his family, but every time something went wrong. Why? Because whatever business Haria started, his smart neighbor Madav would copy him. And somehow, Madav always got more customers. If Haria sold vegetables, Madav also started selling them at a lower price. If Haria opened a tea shop, Madav opened one next to him and made tastier tea. One evening, Haria was sitting sadly outside his house. His wife Sita sat beside him and asked, "What happened?" Haria replied, "Madav copies whatever I do. He steals my customers. I don't know what to do." Sita thought for a moment and said, "Why don't you try selling pumpkins? They're easy to grow. No one sells them in the market." Haria liked the idea. The next day, he bought a cart full of fresh, sweet pumpkins and set up a small stall in the market. He shouted, "Come, come! Sweet pumpkins for sale, very fresh and tasty." People came and looked at the pumpkins. They were big and fresh. Customers were happy and started buying. Haria felt hopeful again. That day, he made good money and went home with a big smile. But the next morning, Haria saw Madav had also started selling pumpkins right next to him, and Madav was selling them cheaper. "Sweet pumpkins, just 20 rupees each," Madav shouted. Slowly, people started going to Madav's stall. Haria lost his customers again. He felt very sad. That night, he sat quietly at home. "Why does he always copy me?" he said angrily. Sita said, "Don't worry. Why not try selling fish? Not everyone knows how to handle fish. It may work." Haria agreed to try one last time. The next day, he bought fresh hilsa fish from the river and opened a fish stall. "Fresh hilsa fish, only 500 rupees per kilo," he called out. People came and bought fish happily. But again, the next day, Madav started selling fish too, and he sold it for 450 rupees per kilo. Again, Haria's customers left. Haria was very upset. "That's it, I give up," he shouted. But Sita smiled and said, "I have a clever plan. This time, Madav won't be able to copy you." Haria was curious. "What's the plan?" Sita whispered the idea into his ear. Haria's eyes opened wide. Wow, this could really work. The next day, Haria called workers to build a strong platform on the roof of his house. Then he brought some goats and started raising them there. A few days later, Madav's wife saw Haria wasn't going to the market anymore, so she visited Sita. "Why isn't Haria coming to the market?" she asked. Sita smiled and said, "We started a new business, fish farming." "Fish farming?" Madav's wife asked. "Yes," said Sita. "We built a platform on our roof and are growing fish in water tanks. The fish are growing fast. We'll sell them soon and make lots of money." Madav's wife quickly went home and told him everything. Madav got excited. "If Haria can do it, so can I." Madav built an even bigger platform on his roof. He also bought more fish than Haria. "I'll sell more fish than him and earn more money," he said proudly. But soon the monsoon came. Heavy rain started falling. The water collected on Madav's platform. It became too heavy. One night, the platform broke with a loud sound. Madav woke up and saw water and fish falling through the roof into his house. Everything was a mess. The next morning, Haria came to Madav's door and smiled. "Copying someone is not so easy, right?" Haria said. "You always copied me, but this time you didn't understand the full plan." Haria explained, "We were not farming fish. We raised goats on the platform and told everyone it was a fish farm. You believed it and wasted your money." Haria then said, "I sold my goats for 90,000 rupees." Madav was shocked. "You tricked me and made so much money." That evening, Haria returned home with his pockets full of money. Sita smiled. "Finally, it worked," she said. "Yes," Haria replied. "This time, I didn't copy anyone, and no one could copy me." From that day, Madav learned a lesson. Copying others may seem easy, but it's not the way to true success. And Haria? He kept growing his business. Now he knew that smart thinking and hard work were the real secrets to success. Hey everyone! I see many of you are watching my videos but haven't subscribed yet. Subscribing is free, and it really helps me create more content you love. So, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for being here.